Mr. President, the candidates are assembled.
Good evening. Today, we're gathered in formal convocation to celebrate the 234th commencement exercises at Purdue University. Will you please rise and join in singing our national anthem, then remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by Pastor Richard Kim, representing Purdue Korean Presbyterian Church.
Let's pray. Father, as we begin our commencement exercise today, we give you thanks and acknowledge that it was you who made it all possible. We pray that you would always be with those graduating today. Bless them and guide them even after their graduation. We ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
This is the moment, this is the day, this is the moment when I know I'm on my way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment. This is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this moment, this moment. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment. Final test. Destiny beckons, I never reckon second best. This is the day, just see it shine, when all I live for becomes mine. This is the moment. Damn all the odds. This day or never, I sit forever with the gods. When I look back, I will recall, moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of them all. The greatest moment, moment of them all.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to extend a most cordial welcome to all who've joined us for this 234th commencement ceremony at Purdue. Especially, we welcome tonight you graduates, but parents, spouses, relatives, and friends who helped make possible this day of great achievement. Before introducing the members of the platform party, I'd like to ask you to recognize the representatives of our distinguished faculty who are with us today. Will our faculty members please stand? We're honored to have with us members of the Board of Trustees of Purdue University. I request they stand as I call their names, and you hold your applause till all have been introduced. Thomas Spurgeon, Vice Chairman, Peoria, Illinois. Lawrence C. Beck, Atlanta. Joanne Briette, Lafayette. Vanessa Castagna from Dallas, Texas. Michael Klipsch of Carmel. Gary Lehman of Lafayette. Daniel Romery of New Haven. Please join me in greeting our trustees. With us also representing the Purdue University Administration, the following individuals. Jay Ackridge, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Diversity. Frank Dooley, Senior Vice President for Teaching and Learning. Suresh Garamella, Executive Vice President for Research and Partnerships. Beth McCuskey, Vice Provost for Student Life. Christina Wong Davis, Vice Provost for Enrollment Management. Gary Bertolini, Dean, Polytechnic Institute. Patrick Wolf, Dean, College of Science. Christina Bross, Associate Dean of the Honors College. Catherine Sermershine, our Dean of Students. Stephen Bell, Teaching Academy Executive Council. Alberto Rodriguez, Chair of the University Senate and our Grand Marshal tonight. Will you join me in greeting these individuals? And with us also on the platform are other especially important members tonight of the Purdue family, J. Michael Piggott and Robert Mills, our public orators, Tracy Stack and Myron Yoder, our sign language interpreters. Would you join me in thanking them? I look forward all year to this moment and this view. No sight all year comes close. All these excited, beaming faces, each realizing that a new world of freedom and opportunity is about to open. Congratulations, parents, on that last tuition check. And to our graduates-to-be, the stars of our show today, we extend the same on this day of validation. Around the nation today, too many diplomas are being handed to your peers by institutions where, studies tell us, little was expected or demanded of them. Soon, many of these graduates will be mugged by reality as employers inform them that they are not adequately prepared for the roles and the jobs they expected to take up. Well, not here. Each year's data and the constant feedback from the enterprises who welcome boilers into their ranks confirms that the hard work of a Purdue education is worth all the effort, that you are more than ready for the challenges ahead. Challenges is one of those commencement cliches. That doesn't mean it doesn't fit the occasion. In great research centers like Purdue, we talk a lot about grand challenges, and properly so. Conquering disease, world hunger, managing whatever climatic changes are on their way, continuing the breathtaking ascent from poverty that the world has achieved even in your short lifetimes. All these will provide many of you thrilling careers and opportunities for deeply rewarding service. And that's just the beginning of the challenges you'll confront. Beyond these material hurdles lie moral and ethical questions, the likes of which, and the rapid onset of which, humanity has never had to deal with. When we can genetically engineer perfect children, should we? When wealthy adults can radically enhance their own mental abilities and lifespans well beyond those less fortunate, should we let them? If and when robots and a dwindling fraction of technologically gifted workers are producing the majority of all the value and wealth in society, what will become of those who appear unnecessary? Will they be treated with respect or as helpless dependents? If the latter, will the productive minority decide, as some have already begun to speculate, that the others no longer deserve an equal say in society's decisions? There'll be dozens more such mind-bending dilemmas. I don't fear the inability of a world led by new leaders like you to overcome even our most daunting scientific and material problems. Again and again, the pessimists and doomsayers have been proven wrong by the unexpected, unpredictable power of human ingenuity. I don't even doubt your generation's capacity to work through the tortuous ethical issues that astonishing technological breakthroughs are forcing on the world. Every day, I see in Purdue students the innate decency and the ability to wrestle with complexity that it will take to work through these problems. Instead, I believe the biggest challenge you may face lies elsewhere. It will involve the repair and renewal of trust among ourselves as a people, and trust in the free institutions which alone can protect and nurture individual human dignity. If ever a challenge was grand, this one is. The last few Mays, I've found myself issuing the same caution to each departing class. I've pointed out that although you don't think of yourselves this way, and I hope never will, you are now aristocrats, members of a privileged elite. It's not the kind we've known through history. It's not based on land or family name or inherited wealth or a father's position in some ruling totalitarian party. It's the new aristocracy of a knowledge economy with membership conferred by unusual cognitive skills augmented by a superb education like Purdue's. I've noted that the people I'm describing have begun to cluster together, to work with each other, live near each other, socialize with each other, marry each other, have children just like each other's children, starting the cycle over again, and unintentionally to segregate from their less blessed, less well-educated fellow citizens. I've urged each set of graduates to resist this tendency, to make special efforts to connect with those who never made it to Purdue or a place like it. It's a shame to go through life with a narrow range of human interactions and all one can learn from those who are different. But over these last few years, this new self-segregation has taken on a new and even more worrisome dimension. It's no longer just a matter of Americans not knowing and understanding each other. We've seen these clusters deepen and harden until separation has led to anger, misunderstanding turned into hostility. At the individual level, it's a formula for bitterness and negativity. For a self-governing people, it's poison. The grandest challenge for your leadership years may well be to reverse and surmount this threat. Over your final year with us, people have begun to use the word tribalism to describe this phenomenon. To people who have only known freedom and self-government, it's easy to forget that tribalism was the way of the world for most of history. Anthropologists long ago discovered that our humanoid ancestors formed tribes for survival and responded violently to the presence of outsiders. As one essayist wrote, "Tribalism is the default human experience. The notion of living alongside people who do not look like us and treating them as our fellows was meaningless for most of human history." Suddenly, or so it seems, this nation has divided into tribes, made up of people with very different views of true and false, right and wrong. They seem deeply alienated from each other and deeply distrustful. Pollsters have even begun to use the term hatred to describe the degree of estrangement. They tell us that members of both tribes tend to belong mostly because of their animosity to the other side. In almost reciprocal numbers, they describe the other side as close-minded, dishonest, unintelligent, even immoral. As we trust each other less, trust in the institutions of our society has eroded in parallel. Almost no sector, government, business, the media, higher education, has escaped a steep drop in public confidence. Some vigilance and skepticism about centers of authority is a healthy, all-American instinct. But ultimately, to function effectively as a free and self-governing people, we must maintain some degree of faith that our institutions and those leading them have our best interests at heart and are performing their duties with sincerity and integrity. And today, we plainly lack such faith. There are plenty of culprits here, starting with too many who have misused positions of authority. The so-called social media, I've come to think of it as anti-social media, enables and encourages hostility from the insulated enclave of a smartphone or a laptop. People say things to and about each other that they would never say face to face, or maybe even think if they knew each other personally. Our various modern media lead us to and feed us from information sources that reinforce our existing biases. They put us in contact with other tribe members, but rarely with those who see things differently. We're starting to resemble, ominously, our primitive forebears, trusting no one outside the tribe. That's a very dangerous development. The freedoms we take for granted, the blessings of liberty, of which our Constitution speaks, are the gross exception in history. Almost all of history has belonged to the tyrants, the warlords, the autocrats, the totalitarians, and tribes always gravitate toward tyrants. Here's why I'm still an optimist, and here's where you come in. In addition to all the professional and career achievements I know await you, and the great personal and family lives I'm confident you'll build, Boilermakers as a group are exactly the kind of citizens this fractured, hostile, tribal country needs to heal and repair itself. The best way to do it is to take a piece of Purdue with you. Here, you have lived in daily close contact with people of all faces, races, and places. If you kept your ears open, you heard viewpoints very different from your own in an environment that safeguards the right for every such viewpoint to be heard. You heard arguments that made sense and some that were absurd, and you became better at telling which was which. And no matter how addicted you were to your smartphone, you experienced the fulfillment that only life in a genuine community can furnish. Before you know it, you'll be a big part of one of those institutions people say they can't trust. You'll be running a business, writing the news stories, maybe making public decisions that have a big effect on the lives of others. We look to you to do so with the integrity of the Purdue Honor Code you created during your years here, to set examples that promote confidence, not cynicism, to excel not only in your competence, but even more so in your character, to live your personal and vocational lives without becoming trapped in any echo chamber or drifting into any tribe. Not merely to sympathize, but to actively empathize with your fellow citizens and the values they hold dear, just the way I have witnessed you treating each other during your time in this special community. Wherever you're headed, you can be part of reawakening that sense of community among those you meet and live among. It's not just our civil engineers who need to be bridge builders. Every Boilermaker can build bridges to those who lead different lives. Bridges between those who today reside on opposite banks of our cultural ravine. Barring a man-made cataclysm, you are destined to live in an age unimaginable till the last couple decades. Medical science and unprecedented wealth will see to that. I'm excited for you. But when I bring up your life expectancy, I'm not referring to longevity. I'm talking about what we expect of you as citizens. Just as Purdue has expected more from you than another school might, so does democracy. To survive and succeed, it requires its members to know its workings, participate in its operations, accept the reality of each other's different outlooks, and the need to reconcile them by meeting in the middle. Life in a tribe is easy in all the wrong ways. You don't have to think. Whatever the tribe thinks is right, whatever the other side thinks is wrong. There's no real responsibility. Just follow what the tribe and whoever speaks for it says to do. Boilermakers aren't made for tribes. Renewing the covenants and the confidence of a free society is a lot to load on you on the first day of your new life. I recognize you have a few things to attend to first. But if our democracy is to be rejuvenated, I believe it is the younger generations who will pull it off. Your elders have had their chance, and too many are too dug in to change. Like Purdue grads before you, you won't be just talkers, you'll be makers of new products, services, companies, opportunity for others. Look for chances to be peacemakers now and then along the way. A friend once told me about watching his 8-year-old son play a Little League game. When he arrived, the scoreboard behind the kid in right field read 18-0 against his team, but Robbie had the biggest smile on his face. Father yelled, "Robbie, how can you look so happy?" The boy said, "No worries, Dad, we haven't been up to bat yet." You haven't been to life's home plate yet, but you're in the on-deck circle. The bases are loaded with opportunities to continue the stunning growth of knowledge and global wealth, to tackle successfully the grand challenges facing our nation and world, and to breathe new life into the greatest system ever devised for promoting human dignity, prosperity, and happiness. Our first wish, of course, is for your own happiness. It's been said we are given memory so we can have roses in December. I trust your years here were full of memorable roses. I hope they are just the first of many more you will plant for yourselves and your loved ones, and for an American society in need of Boilermakers to make the wealth, the moral choices, and the rebuilt civic life this great nation deserves. Hail Purdue and each of you. This is the moment in Purdue commencements when we confer any honorary doctorates approved by the trustees. Our protocol has always required that candidates for the honorary doctorate be present to receive this honor. However, today we have suspended that protocol for what we hope you will agree are very good reasons. I now ask the Public Orator, Mr. J. Michael Piggott, to announce the name of the honorary degree candidate to be recognized today and to recite the record of his accomplishments.
Andrew J. Feustel is a NASA astronaut currently aboard the International Space Station as part of Expeditions 55 and 56. Since joining NASA in 2000, Dr. Feustel has logged 80 days in space and over 48 hours in spacewalks. He earned a Bachelor of Science in Solid Earth Sciences and a Master of Science in Geophysics from Purdue, followed by a PhD in Geological Sciences from Queen's University in Ontario, Canada. His career began in geophysics, first with Engineering Seismology Group in Ontario, and then with ExxonMobil, where he designed and oversaw land, marine, and borehole seismic programs around the world. He joined Purdue's record-setting roster of astronauts in 2000, and took his first space flight in 2009 aboard the Space Shuttle Atlantis on NASA's final mission to the Hubble telescope. In 2011, he made his first trip to the International Space Station, where he served as the lead spacewalker. He is currently aboard the International Space Station on a 6-month mission alongside fellow Boilermaker and NASA astronaut Scott Tingle. In recognition of his outstanding accomplishments, he has twice been awarded the NASA Distinguished Service Medal. For his outstanding contributions to science, both on and off the Earth, Dr. Andrew J. Feustel is presented for the awarding of academic honors by Purdue University. Now, due to the geographic complexity of the awarding of the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa, standing in for Patrick Wolf, Dean of the College of Science, will be Purdue University alumnus and astronaut Commander Scott D. Tingle.
Greetings, distinguished and distant colleague. Upon the nomination of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Purdue University, I now confer upon you, Andrew J. Feustel, the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of the highest honor the university can bestow, you will now be vested with the hood and receive an appropriately inscribed diploma. We ask the audience to indulge another modification to our usual practice as I ask Drew to say a few words.
Thank you, President Daniels, and thank you to the nominating committee and the Board of Trustees for recognizing my accomplishments and contributions to the science community. It is a rare privilege for me to receive this honorary doctorate in science from Purdue University. Purdue's played an important, integral part in my life and my successes, not only because I met my beautiful wife at Purdue, but because I come from a long line of Boilermakers dating back to my great uncle, who graduated in 1905, followed by my father, uncle, wife, and sister-in-law. For me, after community college, there was no other choice but Purdue, the only university I applied to, hoping and now knowing that that decision would change my life and set me on the path to the stars. Today, the Assembly is about you graduates here today. You are about to embark on a new chapter in your lives. As the adventure unfolds, I hope that you look back on Purdue the way that I do, with fond memories of the good and challenging times. You have earned your right to walk the stage, and I wish you all the chance to fly among the stars professionally and for some of you personally. Good luck and boiler up.
Thank you, Drew. We are so very proud of you. As the audience may know, more than 1/3 of all U.S. human space flights have included at least one Boilermaker astronaut. Purdue's unrivaled roster of astronauts has now reached 24. And the occasion would not be complete without hearing from number 23, Commander Scott Tingle. Scott, would you also share a few words with us?
Well, good evening, folks, and congrats to all the graduates on your big achievement today. This will most undoubtedly be one of the most incredible experiences of your life, and definitely a milestone you will remember forever. I've often said that attending Purdue University has been the single best professional decision I've made in my life and my career. I'm certain you'll think the same too. I also understand that giant leaps will be the theme for Purdue's 150th anniversary next year. As you might expect, this resonates with me, as it protects and projects all of the great things that Purdue Boilermakers have done and will do. Thank you for the honor of including me today. Congratulations to my colleague, Dr. Feustel, and congratulations to the class of 2018, and boiler up.
Drew and Scott, thank you for making Purdue so very proud and for your courage on behalf of all of us and our nation. Have a great rest of your mission. The audience is invited to sing the Purdue hymn. The words are located inside the front cover of the program and will be projected. Will you please stand? Please be seated. It's appropriate at this time we give special recognition to those graduates who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement. On page 38 of the program, you'll find the explanation of the criteria for awarding degrees with distinction and highest distinction, along with the names of the graduates who have earned an honors designated degree by completing the requirements of the Purdue Honors College. Will those graduates who are candidates for the honor of highest distinction please stand and remain standing? Will those graduates who are candidates for the honor of distinction please stand and join them? And will those graduates who are candidates from the Honors College please also stand? On behalf of the trustees and the faculty, I congratulate each of you on the records you've attained. We trust you'll be motivated to continue to perform at this same high level in all of life's activities to come. Please be seated.
Mr. President, the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the Polytechnic Institute will be presented by the Dean of the College, Gary R. Bertolini.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree from the Polytechnic Institute, please stand and remain standing. Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the undergraduate curricula in the Polytechnic Institute. With the approval of the faculty, they are presented to you today to receive the appropriate baccalaureate degree.
Mr. President, the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Science will be presented by the Dean of the College, Patrick J. Wolf.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Science, please stand now and remain standing. Mr. President, these students have fulfilled the requirements of the undergraduate curricula in the College of Science. With the approval of the faculty, they are presented to you now for the receipt of the appropriate baccalaureate degree.
Exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon each of you who have fulfilled the stated requirements the appropriate baccalaureate degree with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of your achievement, you will now receive an appropriately inscribed diploma. Please be seated. I now invite the marshals to escort all students who are earning baccalaureate degrees to the platform.
Now, in order to respect everyone's opportunity to hear their name called, would you please refrain from applauding and cheering for your candidate until all the names have been announced? The College of Science, Michaela Meyer.
Polytechnic Institute, Ankit Tiberwal.
Arka Acharya.
Shannon Nickum.
Maha Ali.
Ian Christopher Assis Abdoun.
Hans Allendorfer.
Ali Abdul Ghani.
Sharif Almaki.
Douglas Abramowitz,
Johnson Korlu Amgalan,
Bahij Abdul Hunis Ohens,
Chloe Anderson,
Lak Shmi Achutanund, Matthew Ackman,
Atul Aneja,
Jacob Adams,
Lena Arafa,
Seth Adams,
Trent Arbo,
Radi Adyan Thaya,
Jala Eldin Aref,
Karthik Sandeep Agarwal,
Colin Ashburn,
Sarah Agad Janzadi,
Asi Aslam,
Sebastian Aguirre Pedraza,
Arjun Bagla,
Sadat Asan,
Sahej Baines,
Henry Alexander,
Adam Baker,
Denis Alich,
Arjun Banerjee,
Malik Al-Jarani,
Mackenzie Barber,
Bradley Al-Collar,
Christopher Barber,
John Allen,
Nick Baraboo,
Daniel Ahn,
Jeffrey Barash,
Hannah Anderson,
Shreyans Bussey,
Joseph Michael Anderson,
Seth Bates,
Nicholas Anderson,
Sundeep Bath,
Thomas Anderson,
Melanie Baumgart,
Eric Applegate,
Jacob Junebeard,
Brian Appleton,
Kristin Beasy,
Maysoon Arnoldi,
Caleb Belth,
Connor Ashton,
Benjamin Bemis,
Juniol Beck,
Robin Burkle,
Uriah Makovich,
Ronak Bahard,
Aditya Bajaj,
Jordan Bierman,
Aiken Bakal,
Rami Bitar,
Julie Anna Ballou,
Justin Blessing,
Sung Jun Bang,
Brennan Boggs,
Monique Barnes,
Megan Bosman,
Areli Barrera,
George Brantley,
Andrew Barrett,
Nicholas Bratton,
Nick Bartlett,
Allison Brinkman,
Jack Bartalone,
Sarah Brockovich,
Matthew Basham,
Stephen Broughton,
Brendan Baskett,
Emma Brown,
Ben Baumgartner,
Jamie Brown,
Jackson Beard,
Cameron Brucker,
Bryant Bechtold,
Eric Beadle,
Christopher Beck,
Michelle Britrago,
Joshua Bell,
Aaron Bukowski,
Dylan Benner,
Andrew Berdiak,
Philip Burgess,
Colin Burke,
Levy Bernstein,
Taylor Bush,
Carly Berry,
CJ Tsai,
Veronica Blair,
Yuan Seng Tsao,
Ashton Bollinger,
Brooke Carmichael,
Charles Bowers,
Lauren Carr,
Justin Bowling,
Catherine Siglio,
Kevin Bowman,
Jung Jae Cha,
Noah Bowman,
Vika Chang,
Ryan Boyle,
Jacqueline Jia Shan Chan,
Troy Bradley,
Tai Yao Chan,
Austin Brevard,
Kei Tao Chong,
Jacob Brennan,
Mackenzie Chapman,
Jonathan Bruner,
Zohan Chia,
Hunter Bridge,
Lin Jun Chen, Peng Yuan Chen, Xiao Chuan Chen,
Kiana Brown,
Xin Yuan Chen,
Lauren Brown,
Yan Ying Chen,
Cameron Burford,
Ying Tong Chen, Yu Tieng Chen,
Wayne Burnett,
Yuan Wu Zhou,
Hudson Birch,
Kara Christensen,
Coy Burton,
Harris Christiansen,
Benjamin Alden Bushnell,
Margaret Christie,
Rachel Bassell,
Matthew Clace,
Adrian Cagle,
Robert Clifford,
Daniel Cahill,
Samantha Coakley,
Joshua Campbell,
Matthew Coker,
Luke Kennedy,
Louis Coleman,
Kyle Capodici,
Alexander Colley,
Ricardo Cardenas,
Elaine Colomb,
Joseph Carlson,
Jaden Conrad,
Caitlin Carney,
Olivia Cook,
Michaela Chukarin,
Benjamin Coomer,
Cameron Carpenter,
Nicholas Cooper Garcia,
Nicholas Carroll,
Michaela Craven,
Brandon Kate,
Dongji Tsui,
Michael Chang,
Olivia Cummins,
Wenqian Chang,
Patrick Curley,
Zifeng Chen,
Wyatt Dollenberg,
Nihar Cheda,
Rajan Dulal,
Eric Chia,
Michael Dalrymple,
Leonard Chokalek,
Garrett Davidson,
Dalton Christensen,
Aisha Davis,
Austin Chubb,
Elizabeth Davis,
Daniel Clark,
Ryan Davis,
Ryan Clossy,
Stephen Davis,
Alex Compton,
Samuel Davison,
Felipe Corridor,
Isaac Day,
Carmisha Cox,
Jennifer Dean,
Troy Kraft,
Pedro Andres Del Mora Lopez,
Cassandra Crawford,
Marlo Delaterre,
Michael Cernkovich,
Madison Denning,
Thomas Asher Crockett,
Ryan DeSalvo,
Rodney Cromer,
Stephanie DeVoe,
Deshuan Sui,
Kyle Dilcher,
Robert Culbertson,
Yishuan Ding,
James Curry,
Matthew Dombrowski,
Emily Davalis,
Timothy Donnelly,
Brett Davis,
Daria Doshi,
Daniel Davis,
Drumil Doshi,
Hunter Day,
Mackenzie Drickey,
Jennifer Day,
Ramayo Du,
Nathan Deeren,
Samantha Dunn,
Dustin Deckard,
Elise Dinlot,
Austin Decker,
Matthew Eads, Abhijit Edla Barcha, Andrew Eggert,
Kevin Delray,
Brett Eifert,
Grant Deline,
Teresa M. Ellie,
Yun Chang Dung,
Samuel Eschker,
Alfred Mason Dennis,
Jennifer Escobar Pedro,
Tasha Dias,
Junpoo Fan,
Corey Dickelman,
Thomas Finella,
Austin Deanhart,
Nicholas Farley,
Charles Doak,
Peter Farmer,
Jacqueline Dodson,
Zachary Fernandez,
Nigel Dotson,
Sally Finkel,
Derek Duker,
Mark Fisher,
Nicole Dumsky,
Alexandra Pfister,
Alex Edsel,
Tori Floyd,
Vincent Edwards,
Brian French,
Benjamin Ernest,
Lianshen Fu,
David Fonbule,
Xiao Tong Fu,
Zachary Follener,
Jacob Gayata,
Connor Farr,
Benjamin Gaffney,
Michael Farrelly,
Anev Gadneja,
Oluwadara Fashipe,
Yanka Gold,
Derek Fish,
Neil Gallagher,
Joshua Ford,
Jin Peng Gao,
Timothy Ford,
Gunjun Gauri,
Isaac Foreman,
Grant Gellert,
Hans Frank,
Casey Gerst,
Daniel Frasca,
Autumn Gibson,
Gavin Fritz,
Edward Gillett,
Jacob Matthew Fry,
Amber Garode,
Garrett Fulton,
Adrian Glazer,
Laura Garcia,
Elena Glidden,
Kendall Gay,
Anthony Geckner,
Andrew Gears,
Nicholas Gollenvo,
Anando Gorsh,
Ebo Go,
Trenton Gibbs,
Akshit Gudor,
Frederick Jawan Gillespie,
Claire Guthrie,
Colin Glick,
Abdul Hajai Fayez,
Jordan Brooke Goddard, Michael Roy Goen.
Tyler Hale,
Daniel Gomez.
Jacob Hamaker,
Carly Guna Warden.
Eric Hamilton,
Colin Gordon.
Thomas A. Murray,
Mitchell Gotch.
Lin Su Han,
Ryan Goff.
Yu Tong Han,
Nicholas Gould.
Jay Hankins,
Nathan Graber.
Sandra Hansen,
Jaslyn Graham.
Megan Harwell,
Joshua Nathaniel Green.
Elijah Halber,
Bryce Greenman.
Nicholas Helfman,
Austin Greger.
Bridget Hayes,
Catherine Grody.
Shi Huff,
Matthew Gula.
Joshua Heichman,
Alp Goulder.
Adrian Helming Cornell,
Yu Ching Gu.
Bailey Hibschman,
Aditya Gupta.
Kristin Nicole Hitch,
Christina Gursky. Killian Gutierrez.
Kristen Alava,
Prescott Ha.
Rachel Ho,
Isaiah Hollicky.
Anna Hofer,
Adam Hanback.
Sun Min Hong,
Casey Lynn Haney.
Yang Chen Ching,
Eric Hanley.
Taylor Hornan,
Mitchell Hannon.
Samuel Hostetler,
Connor Hansen.
Hannah House,
Miles Harrison.
Christopher Howe,
Emily Harshman.
Bradley Howell,
Jason Hart.
Rachel Hoyt,
Jake Hartman.
Wei Chu Hu,
Keegan Hathaway.
He Wong,
Shannon Hayes.
Albert Wong,
Mingjan Hui.
Wilson Huson,
Reese Hylers.
Juliana Ilmain,
Alyssa Helt.
Nathan Iwanski,
John Herman.
Raja Lakshmi Eiler,
Jose David Hernandez.
Francis Jagella,
Griffin Herner.
Piyushi Jasaval,
Clayton Hess.
Ellen Jarvis,
Keegan Higgins.
UNG,
Adam Hiller.
Vincent Jang,
Michael Hilt.
Nasheen Jin,
David Hittinger.
Alex Johnston,
Aubrey Joseph Hawker.
Peter Jones,
Michael Hahn.
Simon Jones,
Conley Hoover.
Kyle Jordan Dio,
Andrew Hopman.
Jatheep Singh Juneja,
Adam James Horsberg.
Joyce Cow,
Tian Yu Hao.
Omar Kareem,
Brandon Howe.
Marty Cautious,
Jaewon Huang.
Mahimna Kelker,
Alexander Hunter.
Caitlin Kennedy,
Jonathan Hutnicki.
Kelly Kennedy,
Matthew Imus.
Sebastian Kenny,
Jeffrey Eng.
Ali Khan,
Tyler Joseph Iaviro.
Asman Khan,
Duncan Isbister.
Tarang Khanna,
Kyle Jackson.
Jinsu Kim,
Rafna Jadav.
Samuel Kim,
Nishant Jain.
Woo-Sung Kim,
Lucas Jacob.
Jeremy Kincaid,
Young Ook Ji.
Grant Kinney,
Ashley Giroux.
Matthew Kinney,
Megan Johnson.
Cameron Kinnick,
Christopher Jones.
Justin Klein,
Nicholas Ubelt.
Adam Klein,
Noah Kane Stuckey.
Eric Klipsch,
Jonathan Dionysus Karahalius.
Thomas Knowles,
Justin Kaspar.
Gunawatha Kondapunani,
Evan Katan.
Elena Conrath,
Atasunje Kawatira.
Eric Kotarski,
Mitchell Kaiser.
Travis Kovacic,
Jonathan Kennel.
Rachel Krutulis,
Matthew Kessner.
Hannah Kubo,
Patrick Kilgallen.
Sam Quartan,
Anika Kim.
Jedediah Lancor,
Jung Kim.
Brendan Law,
Robert Colin Kirby.
Brian Lee,
Stephen Kissler.
Hesso Lee,
Robert Kizka.
Jae-Jong Lee,
Joseph Knock.
Joseph Lee,
Michael Kahneman.
Song-hee Charity Lee,
Zachary Thomas Kogler,
Joshua Lehman,
Kyle Koos,
Andrew Lentz,
Ty Kralis,
Katia Leon,
Kyle Kramer,
Corin Leopold,
Austin Krisman,
Isaac Liepau,
George Crummell,
Patrick Lewis,
Austin Kukulski,
Chang Lee,
Peter Kurtz,
Chunyan Lee,
Jonathan Kwok,
Han Lee,
Allison LaFollette,
Gioe Lee,
Justin Laird,
Moshi Lee,
Austin Lalonde,
Yaoshi Liang,
Alexis Lamas,
Kenji Lighty,
Ryan Lamb,
Kun Lin,
Zachary Lambert,
Shanshan Lin,
Derek Lamont,
Ryan Leindecker,
Grant Langley,
Alexa Lisovic,
James Lawrence,
Aaron Liu,
Keaton Lawrence,
Chengming Liu,
Matthew LaFevers,
Meng Lu,
Joshua Leatherman,
Zhuchuan Liu,
Lee Lee,
Ziyu Liu,
Yao Lee,
Emilio Jose Lopez,
Daniel Leby,
Joseph Loparser,
Connor Linkfield,
Tian Cheng Lu,
Christopher Liu,
Meng Shui Lu,
Sheng Liu,
Helena Lesandru,
Xupeng Liu,
Heidong Ma,
Xingyu Liu,
Lu Yao Ma,
Yujiang Chuan Liu,
Mengran Ma,
Charles Long,
Mingjiang Ma,
Rachel Lothan,
Yutsong Ma,
Xavier Loving,
Vincent Majoli,
Ming Luo,
Akrithi Mahajan,
Yoja Lue,
Pratik Malik,
David Lynch,
Kyle Mannion,
Beijun Ma,
Aviral Sandeep Mansinka,
Dane McLeod,
Nicole Markley,
Sandeep Mahajan,
Aaron Marshall,
Morgan Mahoney,
William Bongo,
Alexander Mantle,
Hannah McClintock,
Brennan Margiata,
Jacob McKesson,
Derek Marks,
Dakil Mehta,
Colton Martin,
Shelby Meyer,
Jonathan Masson,
Cordell Miller,
Duran Mall,
Jacob Miller, Alan Min,
Elijah Mayo,
Andrew Molinar,
Denver Stephen Mays,
Chung In Moon,
Matthew McCall,
Erica Moore,
Marty McCarty,
Kristen Morgan,
Nicholas McCoy,
Kristen Morey,
Gregory McCullough,
Macy Mullen,
Patrick McDonald,
Nathan Muntz,
Tyler McDonald,
Deepthig Naidu,
Riley McDonough,
Shantanu Nair,
Luke McElfresh,
Brock Neff,
Keegan McGill,
Shelby Nelson,
Thomas McJoint,
Jillian Ness,
Ricky Medina,
Joshua Newland,
Daniel Melson,
Kenny Wen,
Rafaeli Mina,
Sonia Nicolau,
Pete Metzinger,
Mackenzie Norris,
Cameron Miller,
Ashley Newsell,
Charles Miller,
Ryan Yangani, Danitza Obradovich,
Margaret Miller,
Allison O'Brien,
Jeremy Millerin,
Jeremy Oakes,
Brett Milliken,
Kyle Ohanian,
Alex Mills,
Seth Onkin,
Leslie Mills,
Benjamin I,
Jacob Minich,
Matthew Pace,
Christine Mintert,
Anthony Polygraph,
Arnold Akshay Miranda,
Inua Pan,
Kanish Misra,
Yun Lu Pan,
Xiaohui Mo,
Ling Yu Pang,
Luigi Mocha,
Ray Pang,
Ethan Moffett,
Louis Panton,
Noah Moulter,
Majid Paracha,
Michael Monaco,
Elitha Parameshwaran,
Vishnu Vardhan Madrati,
Hakyung Park,
Jalen Montgomery,
Sungjan Park,
Morgan Moo,
Michael Parr,
Brady Morgan,
Naman Patwari,
Caleb Morin,
Zach Peartree,
Ryan Morris,
Catherine Guccione Phelps,
Samuel Morris Adkins,
William Pierce,
Cameron Jeffrey Muro,
Jonathan P.R.,
Jacob Moser,
Lisa Pittman,
Colin Mutalak,
Joellen Pulaski,
Alberto Murillo,
Alexandra Pollitt,
Eduardo Jose Murillo,
Serena Potter,
Autumn Murphy,
Avinash Prabhakar,
Nicholas Murphy,
Connor Prachel,
Tristan Murphy,
Madison Prechtel,
Vikram Murthy,
John Preston,
Christopher Musi,
Ihanshu Purohit,
Joshua Myers,
Zihen Qian,
Matthew Myers,
Thomas Quinn,
Nisha Nadkarni,
Kara Raffinelli,
Kyle Nevling,
Nathan Rain,
Jose Nieves,
Averbo Ray Rakesha,
Dustin Nabi,
Andrew Ramirez,
Jordan Insanwu,
Akash Ranga,
Stephen O'Grady,
Kutarth Rao,
Tyler Olwine,
Avintha Rai Bari,
Kyle Oliferovich,
Gordon Reed,
Evan Oliver,
Bradley Riedenauer,
Jared Oswald,
Austin Rashawn Reed,
Kayla Ostrowski,
Jacqueline Ray,
Jessica Ott,
Allison Reed,
Kyle Aten,
Austin Reed,
Joseph Overdorf, Eli Palm,
Elizabeth Reinhardt,
Colton Palmer,
Ja Ru Wren,
Hunter Pappy,
Kelly Renninger,
Isaiah Papineau,
Brian Rice,
Michael Pappas,
Holly Riggle,
Andre Parent,
Danielle Rivers,
Zachary Grayson Parks,
Michael Roggenberg,
Austin Partin,
Connor Rose,
Corey Partlow,
Noor Imanina Roslan,
Kavit Patel,
Michael Roth,
Neil Rajiv Patel,
Thomas Rotter,
Colleen Peck,
Zishin Ruan,
Rodney Pelsey,
Emily Rubin,
Matt Perez,
Kush Wastagi,
Nathan Perkins,
Brendan Ryder,
Mitchell Perry,
Esther Rue,
Devin Pressler,
Benjamin Sadler,
Jordan Petty,
Sagyuta Sa,
Ella Pilgrim,
Smitha Samantha,
Raheem Poonawalla,
Nadia Samini,
Cole Postal,
Angung Savas,
Raymond Puntillo,
Rachel Sachs,
Karen Rana,
Morgan Schaefer, Colin Shedler,
Luke Randall,
Aaron Schimmels,
Dominic Rapp,
Corey Schmidt, Benjamin Sell,
Michael John Rastovic,
Ariel Selvia,
Sarah Rausch,
Nicholas Semenza,
Rahul Reddy,
John Sinchai,
Evan Reese,
Cynthia Sineff,
Catherine Margaret Railing,
Camilla Sr.,
Samuel Reif,
Priya Elish Shah,
Brock Reich,
Dylan Sheikh,
Blake Rice,
James Shao,
Hassan Richardson,
Riley Shaw,
Kaylin Rissy,
Pranav Shaker,
Kason Robbins,
Alexander Shelley,
Miles Robinson,
Kyle Shelton, Shufan Shen,
Zachariah Michael Robinson,
Catherine Sherburne,
Kaylee Robinson,
Xiahua Shi,
Carrie Rogers,
Yang Shi,
Parker Ronchetto,
Jason Ship,
Jasmine Roper,
Jazz Sharoya,
Mark Rosenberger,
Thomas Shriver,
Lashta Saber,
Vani Singania,
Rachel Sanders,
Brandon Smith,
Nicholas Sarjono,
Harold Smith,
Joseph Sawicki,
David Snyder,
Logan Sawyers,
Alexander Sokol,
Susan Scarbeck,
Shi Yi Song,
William Scott Schletter,
Zi Xuan Shong,
Bo Schneider,
Rajat Sivastava,
Matthew Schnelker,
John Steinmack,
Stephen Schraffenberger,
Charlie Sue,
Jacob Schreiber,
Jacqueline Sung,
Zachary Schreiber,
Wana Sungnoy,
Donovan Schrader,
Franklin Talbert,
Sean Sellers,
Mason Talkington,
Will Seltenwright,
Hannah Maldiva Tumrin,
Samuel D. Soul,
Tia New Tan,
Zachary Servies,
Zheng Cheng Tang,
Felicia Shadone,
Kiet Tat,
Megan Schaefer,
Lindsay Taylor,
Sahil Shah,
Morgan Taylor,
Connor Shaw,
Anastasia Chorbas Jichka,
Emerson Shaw,
Saisama Trebashani,
Hannah Shea,
Andrew Thompson,
Travis James Shelton,
Michael Thompson,
Lee Shen,
Feng Tian,
Branson Scheidler,
Chuang Jaren Tong,
Cole Simmons,
John Towson,
Jacob Seary,
Julia Townsend,
Michael Sitkoski,
Dong Tran,
Quentin Skabinski,
Forrest Travis,
David Smith,
Isaac Trueblood,
Jack Smith,
Shelby Tucker,
John Smith,
Martinez Tuscavigis,
Crystal Smith,
Andreas Arriego Gavira,
Ryan Smith,
Dominic Valentine,
Zachary Smith,
Joel Van Auken,
Nathaniel Solar,
Jack Van Schaik,
Jupu Song,
Anish Vempati,
Benjamin Stafford,
Ayus Vijay Warji,
Nathan Stanley,
Rushan Vipani,
Joshua Stanton Savitz,
Gina Vato,
Robert Steele,
Alexander Wade,
Nicholas Steffen,
Christopher Wagner,
Corey Allen Strain,
Rachel Walling,
Johnny Stringer Jr.,
Angie Wong,
Andrew Stubbs,
Wang Tuan Da,
Robert Stwally,
Jixiang Hua,
Sidney Sees,
Kendra Wang,
Colin Sullivan,
Yuqiao Wang,
Alex Swaim,
Zuchan Wang,
Adrienne Swanson,
Lauren Ward,
Austin Swanson,
Ben Watson,
Colin Swift,
Alea Weatherspoon,
Miles Switalski,
Kai Wen Wei,
Justin Switzer,
Benjamin Weiss,
Bowen Tan,
Robert White,
Bella Christina Tang,
Joseph Whitehead,
Aaron Taylor,
Katherine Wersbowski,
Curtis Teeter,
Elliot Williams,
Nathan Toman,
Jessica Winton,
Cameron Thomas,
Erica Wolf,
LaSalle Thompson,
Irene Wong,
Nicholas Thompson,
Taneitz Woods,
Andrea Tidwell,
David Worley,
Ira Tope,
Sishuan Wu,
Jonah Nathaniel Torgan,
Yanbing Wu,
Christopher Toth,
Ibin Wu,
Skylar Toth,
Zuer Wu,
Sean Tregesser,
Adair Jocko,
Victoria Trikoff,
Mi Shuang,
Cameron Troyer,
Migniao Shu,
Catherine Troyer,
Nina Su,
Peyton Truitt,
Eli Shu,
Stephen Van Ostenbridge,
Su Xuan Su,
Mridula Venkataramani.
Kartik Yadrov,
Ratchet Verma.
Catherine Yami,
Deshay Vinson.
Ge Yan,
Chi Vo.
Pailun Yan,
Joshua Vogel.
Ichu Yan,
James Von Gampai.
Jung Hao Ye,
Shival Vyas.
Hannah Yi,
Danny Walters.
Fiorella Yep,
Yu Hui Woon.
Patrick Yergler,
Jingchuan Wang.
Byungjib Yoon,
Meng Sai Wang.
Yuan Xiajai,
Justin Ward.
Xie Yuan,
Cameron Watson.
Siraj Zanir,
Elizabeth Watzlawick.
Wangda Zheng,
Corbin Wees.
Nicholas Zenobi,
John Weissenberger.
Yuhang Zha,
Gabriel Allen Welch.
Hung Yi Chang,
Jordan Welch.
Kai Zhang,
Benjamin Westergren.
Lian Zhang,
Taylor Wetley.
Lulu Zhang,
John Wiegren.
Minglu Zhang,
Joseph Wilder.
Ziyu Zhang,
Matthew Williams.
Wendy Zhang,
Grant Wilmus.
Tianxi Jia,
Alex Wilson.
Jiki Zhao,
Chantel Wilson.
Jin Zheng,
Jonathan Wessner.
Naiwei Zheng,
Daniel Wojnowski.
Yuxing Zhang,
Kelvin Wu.
Mengji Zhou,
Jessica Wright.
Ming Wei Zhou,
Chenqi Zhang.
Joey An,
Fifi Yan.
Yi Young Zhou,
Haiyan Yang.
Zhou Jiaqi,
Sukai Yang.
Li To Zhou,
Ye Yang.
Junyan Dran,
Jacob Yankoski.
Joy Tso,
Yi
Wan
Zhen
Bing
Ye.
Wan Bing Choi,
Jacob Yoon.
Tanner Strom,
Jacob Young.
Teresa Kennelly,
Jesse Young.
Sang Yuk Lee,
Samuel Young.
Shibo Zhang,
Shuho Yoon. Brianna Zahn. Jacob Zalba. Dustin Zahner. Cole Zeiler. Zhang Tianyuan. Yizhou Zhang. Landy Zhao. Jeffrey Zhang. Wei Zhang. Waihong Zhang. Ingdianju. Joseph Zumbrun. Michael Arios. Preston Vogland. Neil Benson. Brianna Turner. Maxwell Weber.
All right, it's official. You are now graduates of Purdue University. Congratulations to our newest alum. Now time for you to observe tradition by moving your tassel from the right side of the mortarboard to the left, signifying your new status. Congratulations once again. We're here to honor these graduates for their hard work and their accomplishment, but they'd be the first, I know, to remind us they did not make this journey alone. So will the parents and grandparents, the spouses, brothers, sisters, other family members, and friends, please stand so these graduates can thank you for your long and loving support. This year marks the 63rd anniversary of the university's Cooperative Education Work-Study program. And on page 76 of your program, you'll find the names of those Polytechnic Institute students who've earned a certificate for the satisfactory completion of the co-op program. I also direct your attention to page 77, where you'll find the names of graduates who were commissioned earlier today by the President of the United States as second lieutenants in the United States Army, Air Force, and Marines, and ensigns in the United States Navy. Also, you may have noticed some of our graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords, signifying they are veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. Will those servicemen and women please stand so we can recognize them and express our gratitude? Let's take a moment to acknowledge the artistry of our musicians, the commencement band with director Jay Gephardt, the combined choirs of the Purdue Varsity Glee Club, and combined choirs of the Purdue Glee Club and the men of the Black Voices of Inspiration with director William Griffel and our organist Jeffrey Stearns. I'm pleased now to introduce Eric Klipsch, who was selected to be this evening's student responder in recognition of his leadership on campus. Eric is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry and a Bachelor of Arts in Spanish. Following graduation, he plans to attend Indiana University School of Medicine. Please welcome Eric Klipsch.
My fellow graduates, let me be one of many to say congratulations to all of you. For most of us, our education at Purdue University is now coming to an end, and we can proudly call ourselves alumni. Before we move on to the next phase of our careers, whether it be academic, industry, or somewhere in between, I want to take you all back to third grade. It was a simpler time before midterms and final exams, and I, like I'm sure many of you were, was a lot less stressed. However, I was also constantly faced with a single question that I'm still occasionally asked. What did you learn in school today? The parents and family members in the audience probably remember asking this very question. In third grade, it was an easy answer, maybe a multiplication table or a list of state capitals. But today, as the world's rising leaders, it can be a little harder to answer. The nuances of molecular biology or quantum mechanics are a little more difficult to articulate. Nonetheless, I believe it is extremely important that we reflect on this question. What did we learn in school these past years? The world today is moving forward faster than ever, and two of the major driving forces are science and technology. A new breakthrough hits the headlines on almost a weekly basis, and these breakthroughs change the way the world works and how we live in it. As many of you already know, many of these breakthroughs happen each year at Purdue. Here are just a few examples. In 2016, a team of researchers at Purdue was able to determine the structure of the Zika virus for the first time. Dr. Phil Lowe is helping develop a drug that could stop drug-resistant malaria. Dr. Barbara Stefanska is researching how coffee may be related to a decrease in cancer rates. Each of us has a passion for our respective major, but soon we'll encounter many people who do not share the same interests or do not have the same background as us. For those without a technical background, the inventions and discoveries that deeply impact their lives on a daily basis can be confusing and even scary. It's our responsibility to help use our knowledge to help the global community better understand the many groundbreaking innovations all around us, which we may take for granted as clear or easy to understand. We must be both part of the force that is driving the world's progress and ensure that it is moving the world in a positive direction. We have to be able to answer those people who ask us, what did we learn in school? Graduates, once again, I congratulate you all on this accomplishment. I feel as though my time at Purdue has flown by, and as I move forward, I'll cherish the moments I spent here as an undergraduate student. It is an honor to stand here in front of all of you, and I wish us all the best of luck as we begin our next journey. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2018.
So we conclude our commencement convocation. On behalf of the trustees, faculty, and all the Purdue family, I bid you farewell and Godspeed. Pastor Kim will offer the benediction. Please remain seated afterwards while the faculty and candidates recess.
Now, as you begin your life after Purdue University, may the Lord bless you, guide you, and watch over you in all the days to come. May the Lord make his face shine upon you to give you an intimate knowledge of him and live for him. And may the Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace and strength to live a life that serves all those you come in contact with. Amen. Amen.